Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Noctastrum and this is Dinosaur with double D's. Let's see what happens this week. I can't wait. When the dinosaur walks into the waiting room, she sees Hank already sitting there. She notices that the knot in her stomach, which always felt before, is less prevalent today, knowing that she's going to have a moment with Hank. Dinosaur wants to play it cool but can't contain the smile on her cold-blooded face when she sees Hank sitting. She looks at the floor shyly as she takes a seat next to him on one of the hard, uncomfortable chairs in the waiting room. What was that? I love that scene. Good morning, Hank. It feels strange to call him by his name. What a coincidence to see you here today. Good morning. For some reason he seems a little nervous. He has a serious look on his appetizing face. Still, he forces a smile at her. Ask him what's going on, distract him, ignore his emotions, cheer him up. Distract him! The dinosaur tries to wink at him, but forgot that she can't wink, so she just blinks at him once or twice. He takes a deep breath. I need to talk to you. I never heard him with such a serious tone before. Is this going to be bad news? I do respect you immensely, and I appreciate the conversations we have had. The dinosaur was attentive, but slightly nervously. I would even go so far as to say that I feel like we have a connection. I barely know ya. I understand. I want to share something with you that is very important to me, but man, I'm terrified that this is going to change things between us. Share something? He hesitates for a moment. Then he takes a deep breath, intending to muster up some courage. He then carefully slides his hand into his shorts. Carefully? He mumbles to himself as he appears to gently grab onto something. What the hell is he going to show me? He slowly takes a glass jar out of his pocket. There is a lid on it, punctured with holes. There are about 10 ants in the jar. That's an impressive amount of ants. Impressive. Thanks. Caught them all myself. And that isn't as easy as it sounds, as these little creatures are tiny, fast, and fucking strong. Did you know that? Dinosaur sees that the weight has been lifted from Hank's shoulders now that he has shown his ants. I just realized something. He showed his ants from his pants. Ants in his pants. Oh my god. That's genius. The stressed expression on his face turns to pride. Wait, that's it? And this is all happening too fast for me. Hank is too busy staring at his ants to notice Dinosaur's insensitive comment. Did you know that there is a spider called the ant spider? The spider pretends to be an ant so that it can live unnoticed among the ant colony. Can you imagine that? The spider just lives among the population that has no idea what kind of monster the spider really is. No one even notices it's a spider. And a liar. Dinosaur awkwardly smiles while Hank is still staring enthusiastically into his spot. Yup, really bizarre. How cool is that? Living among the ants. I wish I could do that, man. I just love ants. Would you like to take an ant quiz? Not really? Oh, I didn't really expect you to say no. I had prepared quite a few questions too. The dinosaur finds his passion and enthusiasm endearing. Hank wants to slide the jar back into his jacket pocket, but for some wacky reason he misses and the glass jar slips out of his hand. The pot shatters on the ground with a loud clap. Shocked, Hank lets out a desperate cry. No, my life's work! 10 ants. The dinosaur is not that emotionally invested in that ant, so she doesn't really care that much. I wonder why. Hank falls to his knees and desperately starts searching for his ants. Please, can you help me find the ants? Hank looks at Dinosaur with pleading eyes. Should I help Hank find back his ants? Don't be such a baby, they are just ants. Natürlich. Of course. Dinosaur pauses for a moment to leave room for a compliment about her impressive language skills. Thanks for wanting to help me. What? It's actually finding that tenants. Oh, so this is the whole waiting room. I can't even see a single ant. Am I stupid? I genuinely do not see ants. Oh my god, the image is amazing. I have seen. Oh, I can go up as well. That's a spider. There are ants. I found one. Hunk's ice tossed sparkle. Okay, now I know what I'm looking for. It's kind of too late, huh? Are they spawning one by one? I literally can't see a single ant. Oh, there was one there. Whereas... Oh my god, such an asshole. That's an ant! I had no idea those count. Oh. Oh. Ants don't seem really small lately, huh? I quit. Looking for ants is boring if you can't find them. Disappointed, Hunk looks up at her and then continues the search on his own. While Hunk is still desperately crawling on the floor, the door to Leon's office swings open. Salamander with big tits, it's time for your appointment. Oh, I gotta go. Will I see you again next week? Depends, as long as you don't lose your vision in the meantime. Acute blindness is a real thing. Anyway, come on in. Why does that Leon always think I'm talking to him? He's so self-centered and I love it. Welcome, please take a seat. Thank you. Dinosaur softly places her butt on the chair opposite to Leon. Can you imagine it? Say, before we start, are you still talking to that guy in the waiting room? Yeah, sorry, maybe I should have discussed it with you. I was wondering, didn't you notice anything strange about him? No, he seems like a nice enough guy with a six-pack. Of course I can't say a thing because of the doctor-patient bond I have with him. But let's just say that there are reasons why he also sees me every week. It's not my place to judge. That guy must be deranged. After a dinosaur declared Hunk as crazy, she starts imitating the sound of a cuckoo clock. A cuckoo clock that strikes 12 o'clock. Oh, my desktop keeps kinda popping up, that's odd. So her joke goes on for far too long. Leon didn't laugh at the first two cuckoo sounds, so the chance that he will do this the next 10 times is pretty small. The ninth time, he does chuckle. Anyway, how are you doing this week? I think I'm starting to feel a lot better about myself in recent times. I don't know, maybe I need another massage. Nice try. Today we are going to do the Rorschach test. In this test I will show you a number of ink blots. And since Mr. Rorschach apparently wasn't a good artist, we are left to figure out what these spots are supposed to be for ourselves. These interpretations tell me more about your character traits and your subconscious way of thinking. Dinosaur stares at the fly of Leon's pants. There's an ant. There's an ant right there! On my screen! Okay. There is one specific blot that I would like to interpret for him. What is that fierce creature doing here? With a terrified swipe of Leon's hand, the ant is launched from the desk. That must have been one of Hunk's ants. Interesting creatures, so, those ants. Have you heard about the ant spider? Beautiful creature that... Yup. Oh. Anyway, it's time for the Rorschach test. Are you ready? Dinosaur was ever so ready for it. Let's do this. No, I was wrong. Alright, dinosaur, here we go. Leon takes an image from behind his desk with an abstract inkblot on it. Can you tell me what you see in this inkblot? An eye, a flower, a leaf fall, a rectum. Interesting. Leon carefully notes his findings on his notepad. Then he pulls out a second image. And what about this image? A bird, a veiny butterfly, an airplane. I don't know if it's just me, but I see a penis. Let's go with that one. Okay. Bizarre. Again, Leon scribbles his findings on his paper. And what do you see in the next image? Shame. One of those pretentious pieces of art, the sweetest cat on the planet. Wait, is this my drawing? Oh, oops, I have no idea how this ended up with the rest of the images, which barely resemble anything. And what do you feel when you look at the following image? A hammerhead shark, bike, another penis, one of those rock shocking blots. So Leon makes another expensive note. As he follows his hand movements, he appears to write down the letters D-U-M-B. And then, finally, this one. Leon holds his index finger up to his chin as he looks at Dinosaur questioningly. Did you really just cover your dick in ink and just clam it to a paper? I love you, Leon. Marry me. A reproductive organ, full on penile action, an inkblot in the shape of a penis. Full on penile action. Wait. Why do all these images slightly resemble private parts? That's just your interpretation. You have to understand that these are abstract inkblots. What you see in this is a reflection of your feelings. To one person, his might be a soothing field of flowers, where to you it lets you express your unhealthy obsession with genitals. Oh. Dinosaur feels somewhat caught with this revelation. Leon finishes his notes based on Dinosaur's last answer and hesitantly nods. I see. He scrolls through the results. Yes. I think I see what part of your problem might be. Wait. A diagnosis? Already? Leon holds his index finger and thumb on his chin like no one does when they are really thinking. Your desperate answers to these abstract plots make it all too clear. How did I not see this before? I would say that one of the things that may be bothering you is that you are lonely. If you already knows this, he's only one step away from finding out what the actual reason is. That I'm a huge carnivore that can grow up to 40 meters long and can weigh 8 tons. A dinosaur. Dinosaur feels cold red-handed and starts blushing. Do you agree with this? Nope. I got someone waiting for me at home. So, no, lonely? I wouldn't say that. Dinosaur, are you talking about your sweet cat Robson again? Dinosaur feels cold and has a nice butt. While it's true that a pet can definitely reduce things like stress and loneliness, studies do show that social interactions and partnerships are among the basic human needs for many. Maybe that's something to think about. Okay, Leon, I will think about it. In bed tonight. Naked. Leo starts blushing. Dinosaur surprises herself and doesn't know where she got the goddamn nerve from to act like this today. I will think about it very long and very slowly. Because of my walnut-sized brain. Leon's breathing speeds up as she talks into his ear. The ant is back. Dinosaur is so close to him now that she can see his goosebumps appear. Where do those fierce animals come from? My apologies. This is no way to present my office. I'm going to clean it right away. See you next week. Bedroom. We are getting somewhere with Leon. While she is patting dry some of her erogenous zones, Dinosaur steps out of the bathroom contently. She feels a lot more relieved after today. Hank shared something with me that he never dared to share with anyone else. His ant collection. The way he opened up to me gives me hope that one day I might be able to do the same. Also, Leon has already found out that I feel lonely. Do I really come across that desperate? Or is he just bringing this out in me? As she slips into her slightly see-through nightgown, she sees Mr. Robson already sleeping in his iconic warship. As she prepares to carefully lie down next to him, she sees her phone screen light up because a message has just come in. What a mood breaker. She already knows what's coming next. This must be one of those disturbing messages again. On her phone, she sees a message from the mysterious number with a question. Straight to the point, eh? Do you believe that you can sense when something bad is about to happen? What? Are you foreshadowing? The question gives her an anxious feeling in her gut. Do I believe I can sense when something bad is about to happen? Yes? She answers the question and puts the phone away without thinking about it any longer. She's startled by the vibration of the incoming message. Irritated, she puts her phone on silent mode, but still catches a glimpse of the message. Did you know that this is what other people think? Yes, I think I could sense it. 57.5%. No, I don't think I could sense it. 42.5. Just leave me alone already. She catches herself saying this out loud by accident. But luckily Mr. Robson doesn't respond. The corners of her mouth curl up as she sees him lying next to her, peacefully with his stomach up in the air. Dinosaur smiles at Robson and jokingly says, "You are no use to me at all, are you?" Immediately, the stressful thoughts fall away as she again realizes how Mr. Robson always makes her feel better. She strokes his cute belly while he lies peacefully next to her. When her hand touches his six-pack, she instantly notices that something is wrong. Mr. Robson? A wave of terror shoots through her heart like an arrow. With her hand on his thigh, she gently shakes him back and forth in an attempt to wake him up. This is the very first time he doesn't purr when she touches him. Mr. Robson? The tone in her voice sounds concerned. Is something wrong? Let me help you. But it's already too late. His muscles have already relaxed and his body has already cooled down. Not blinking, Dinosaur stares at Mr. Robson, refusing to believe this is actually happening. Mr. Robson, no! Tears well up in her eyes as she desperately tries to come up with a solution. A solution that does not exist. She tries to wake him one last time, but to no avail. Robson? A stream of tears run down her face and her nipples. Sorry, I know it sounds inappropriate in this context, but that's just what is happening. When she carefully lifts him up and hugs him tightly, she sees a letter where he was just lying. The dinosaur. Her hands are shaking while she picks up the letter as she tries to wipe her tears from her eyes with her wrist. The letter was written by Robson and addressed to her.
Lieber Dinosaurier, wenn Sie dies lesen, bin ich leider nicht mehr am Leben.
Dear the Dinosaur, if you are reading this, unfortunately I'm no longer alive.
Obwohl wir es vorzogen, nie darüber nachzudenken, wussten wir beide, dass dieses Abenteuer namens Leben eines Tages ein Ende haben würde.
Also, we prefer never to think about it. We both knew that this adventure called life would one day come to an end.
Und ich bin froh, dass dies in meinem Fall weitgehend auf Ihrer Seite liegen konnte.
And I'm glad that in my case, this was largely by your side.
Ich weiß, dass du Angst vor dem Alleinsein hast und dass es für dich schwierig sein wird.
I know that you are afraid of being alone and that this will be difficult for you.
Aber glauben Sie mir, wenn ich sage, dass ich immer bei Ihnen sein werde.
But believe me when I say that I will always be with you.
Jede einzelne unserer Erinnerungen, jedes Abenteuer, das wir erlebt haben, ist jetzt ein Teil von dir.
Every one of our memories, every adventure we experienced is now a part of you.
Und so werde auch ich immer ein Teil von dir sein.
And this way I will always be a part of you as well.
Während ich das schreibe und mir bewusst wird, wie süß das aussehen muss, ich frage mich, ob Katzen in den Himmel kommen.
As I write this, realizing how cute that must look, I wonder if cats go to heaven.
Wahrscheinlich nicht, weil ich einmal mit einer Taube gespielt habe, bis sie tot war.
Probably not, because I once played with a pigeon until it was dead.
Ich habe es doch nicht einmal gegessen. Erkenne das. Ich fand es einfach wunderschön.
I didn't even eat it. Realize that. I just did it for fun.
Ohnehin, ich möchte, dass du weißt, dass ich stolz auf dich bin.
Anyway, I want you to know that I'm proud of you.
Du hast Angst, ein Monster zu sein, obwohl du der Einzige warst, der mich immer mit Liebe behandelt hat.
You're afraid you're a monster when you were the only one who always treated me with love.
Sie haben Angst davor, wie die Leute auf sie reagieren würden, wenn die Leute sie kennenlernen würden, obwohl es ihre größte Ehre sein sollte.
You're afraid of how people would react to you if they really got to know you, when this really should be their greatest
Du
honor.
hast Angst, dass deine Hose zu eng ist, während ich deine Anallippen besser sehen könnte.
You're afraid that your pants are too tight, but it would only make me see your anal lips better.
Ich hoffe, dass auch nur ein paar dieser Worte Ihnen in Zukunft ein bisschen mehr Freude bereiten können. Denn wenn es jemanden gibt, der es verdient, dann bist du es.
Dinosaur, I hope that even a few of these words can bring you just an ounce of extra happiness. Because if there is someone who deserves it, it's you.
Ich werde auf dich warten, bis sich unsere Wege wieder kreuzen.
I will wait for you until our paths is crossed again.
Es sei denn, jemand macht im Jenseits ein Psch-Psch-Psch-Geräusch, dann könnte ich mein süßes Gesicht an seinem Schienbein reiben. Und vielleicht mit ihm gehen.
Except if someone makes a sound in afterlife, then I might rub my sweet face against his shin and will maybe follow him.
Ich liebe dich, weil ich sehr süß bin. Lebe wohl, Herr Robson.
I love you because I'm very sweet. Farewell, Mr. Robson. Dinosaur gasped for air as she sobbed uncontrollably.
Oh ja, und nur für den Fall,
PS.
dass das Gerücht wahr ist, damit du kackest, wenn du stirbst, lege ich einen 50-Dollar-Schein in den Umschlag, damit du neue Blätter bekommen kannst. Tut mir leid im Voraus.
Oh yeah, and just in case the rumor is true that you poop when you die, I put a $50 bill in the envelope so you can get some new shit. Sorry about that in advance. There is no $50 bill in the envelope. A tear falls on the letter, right after the word farewell, as if it were the full stop that ends the letter. Even when he wrote his farewell note, he only thought about me. He was so sweet. Dinosaur struggles to realize what has happened as she plants a kiss on his little cat face. A storm of panic and thoughts rush through her head. They all flow chaotically through one another in all directions. All with only one conclusion. What do I do now? It's all too much for her. She can't control the flow of tears. This moment is even more sad than when Leonardo went under in the Titanic. The overwhelming feeling of sadness physically hurts her as she cries. She gently presses Mr. Robson's body against her one last time. That face between those big melons. Now I really am all alone. I did not see that coming. Anyway, that's all for this episode. Thanks for watching, and we will see how Dinosaur will deal with this in the next episode. Bye.